Alright, here we go. What is up, ladies and gentlebros of the interwebs? My name is Topher from PLink, and welcome to Blood Bowl. Now, seeing this, there might be two possible things running through your mind right now. Firstly, you might be thinking, Topher, Blood Bowl 2 Legendary Edition just came out, why not play that? Well, the answer is quite simple, dear viewer. My PC is kind of garbage, and I don't think it would actually run Blood Bowl 2, especially not allowing me to record it. And I haven't quite decided if the PS4 port version is worth getting yet. Let me know in the comments if people would rather see Blood Bowl 2. It does look a lot nicer and has a lot of extra features and stuff that Blood Bowl Chaos Edition doesn't have. And I may consider getting it at least for the PS4 just to play it. Secondly, you might be looking at this and saying, Topher, what the hell is Blood Bowl? What is this even? I see some dude about to get crushed by a giant demon minotaur thing. Blood Bowl is a fantasy sport based in the Warhammer Fantasy universe by Games Workshop that is a mix between football and rugby, where you are encouraged... Basically, you're encouraged to kill the other team in order to drive the ball down the field and score. There are several different races with their own teams and their own team setup, and they have different units that do different things. Kind of really what you'd expect from a Games Workshop style Warhammer game. A lot of the races are here. If I could go in just to take a look at it real quick. I'm just going to do classic. So we have, of course, orcs, humans, dwarfs, skaven, orc, lizardmen, and on and on and on. All of these different teams, each with their own unique playstyle, their own unique units. It's all a bundle of fun and blood and death. It's pretty great. I love this game. I love this game. It's amazing. So, what I've been wanting to do for the channel, because we're not exactly very consistent in putting out videos, I want to do a weekly series, and I've kind of been wanting to play a strategy game. And honestly, Blood Bowl was one of the first things that came to mind, because it is a strategy game. You'll see how it all works here in a moment, but basically we are going to do a campaign. And we are going to take a team from the bottom, and we're going to take them into the Blood Bowl Championship, and we are going to win, damn it. We are going to win, or at least that's the plan. With that being said, if I go ahead and load up my game here, we are playing the vampire team. Yes! So, those of you who know Blood Bowl might understand why this might be a problem, but for those of you who are new to the game, the vampire team is a really interesting team in the fact that it only has 2 units. I have vampires and I have vampire thralls. Or, excuse me, they're not actually vampires. They are literally just meat bags for my vampires to drink blood from every now and again. And that is a problem. See, with vampires, every turn they have to make a roll, and if they fail that roll, then before they end their action, they have to bite a thrall and drink blood from it. Otherwise, they run off the pitch and go find a snack in the stands. It's actually really quite entertaining, but it does make playing vampires a little bit difficult and a little bit harder to manage than some of the other teams. The trade-off, of course, is that vampires are really good. The vampire units are really good, and the thralls are, they're not the worst units in the world, but they're really there to just take up space and block for the vampires most of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my team roster and show off the team here. So coming in at number 1, our first vampire is Count Chocula. Yes, because I am super clever, you'll see by reading the rest of these names. The next one is Dracula Alucard. Yep. And then we have A positive, Abby minus, O minus, Plasma, Hemophobia, A minus, Hemostasis, B minus, and Hemorrhage. Now you might see that number 4 here is a little out of place. The reason for that is because I've actually played a couple of games to this campaign so far. Not many, just the qualifiers, I guess you would call them, from the first competition. We are now in the playoffs. But yeah, I did have another player, his name was B Positive, who actually got injured in the last game. And for those of you who are new to Blood Bowl, injuries are permanent, and some of them actually damage stats. And my thrall had a really terrible injury that was going to make him worse later on down the line. So he didn't have any experience, so I just kicked him out and hired a new one because thralls are really cheap. They're worth 40,000. As you can see, I have 110,000 right now. I could buy a couple more if I wanted to. But yeah, actually, I could buy another vampire if I wanted. The reason why I'm running with 2 and not 3 or 4 or more because they're so good is because it's a higher risk of that bloodlust roll. And if they walk off the field, they end your turn. If they have to go grab a snack from the stands, it's really kind of sucks. More experienced Blood Bowl players might notice that I have a bunch of fan factor here. The reason why I bought that is because I already bought 5 rerolls with my beginning gold. So I can reroll any bad result, which is really nice. But I bought this fan factor because it's going to give me more consistently better earnings from games, win or lose. Which means I'm going to be able to replace those thralls because they get hurt pretty easily. And eventually I'll get an apothecary. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and grab an apothecary just in case. So that brings me down to 60,000, brings my team value up to 1140. And yeah, as you can see here, we are in the playoffs of this first. Here's the results from the past game. So the first time I played the Underworld team, we managed to tie 1-1. Second day, I played the humans, and I managed to beat them 2-0. And then the third day, I took on the Pro Elf team, and I lost 2-1 because of elf bullshit, which we will probably see again because they're who I'm playing first in the playoffs here. So that's going to be not fun at all. So I have to, because it is playoffs, I do have to beat the Pro Elf team in order to advance onto the finals. So let's go ahead and jump into our first game, shall we? Or at least first game on camera. This will be my 4th game playing with this team. Okay, I don't actually want to transfer any gold to petty cash because I'm going to get, as you can see, 230,000 gold pieces in petty cash because my opponent's team value is much higher than mine. So they have a better team. They have players who are higher experienced and have more, or maybe more coaches or cheerleaders. There's all sorts of stuff that add into that team value calculation. So I have 230,000 petty cash that I can use to buy inducements to sort of level the playing field a little bit. So what I can do with 230,000, before I was getting 300,000, and so I was getting a wizard, a wandering apothecary, and Bloodwiser babes, just to help my thralls get back up if they manage to get knocked out. But in this case, with 230,000, I might still want to take the wizard just to help with the elf bullshit that we're probably going to see. So I will go ahead and do that. I will buy a wizard for, oh, that's 150,000. That's a little bit more than I thought it was. Okay. Bribes. I probably do want extra team training, actually. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and grab 2 extra rerolls. That's going to be really nice. It brings us to 7, which means I can go pretty muchly 1 reroll per turn, because there's 8 turns and a half and 2 halves to the game. So we'll go ahead and jump in here and start that matchup. It is Pro Elves versus Vampires. The High Sea Surf Riders versus, yeah, you know it, Steak and Bake. Oh, 7 rerolls. That's amazing. Also, an Apothecary is really good. They have cheerleaders, which is good for them. I have the higher fan factor, but the lower team value. So, these guys are very beatable. The problem is that they managed to beat up a lot of my thralls in the last game and knock them out of the game, so I was playing with less players. And elves can score a one-turn touchdown. They can get from one end of the field to the other really easily because they can pass like 1,000,000 yards without any big deal. Oh, it's this map. So I'm going to apologize in advance for any performance issues because this map, for whatever reason, really kills my computer. So there you go. As you can see, so as you can hear, I do have the announcers turned on. I will go ahead and turn them off after the first couple games, I think. I just wanted to keep them on for the newcomers who may have not ever heard of them. They're kind of funny. They say a few things that are really fun. I am actually kicking off, so I'd rather have a vampire on each side to run up the field. There we go, and we'll get it right about there. Hopefully a little bit farther. Oh, a high kick. Okay, good. So every kickoff, there is a kickoff event that happens. There's a roll that's made, and depending on what it is, determines what happens. In this case, it's a high kick, meaning I kick the ball really high, so the opposing team actually just gets to place their unit right where the ball is going to land and have a better odds of catching it, which is really bad because one of the things about this game is if the ball is on the ground and you try to pick it up and fail, then your turn ends. So here we go. The elves are moving up the field with the ball. Okay, yep, there we go. There's some of that elf bullshit right there, just dodging past my player. That's probably going to happen all game, so get ready for that. Yep, they're just going to cage up here a little bit. Oh, good, my thrall's already down. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of these guys, so if I can just knock this guy down, I can move my thralls over. But now I have one of these guys who are back here, which is really bad for me. Oh, okay. So what they did is they did a block against me that was not favorable for them, so I actually get to choose the result. This would actually knock my player down, so I don't want to pick that. Instead, I'm going to allow him to push me around a little bit. There we go. And thankfully I've got O- here with guard, which means he's giving assistance to these guys. So that's really unfortunate that they managed to push those guys away. However, it does free them up to move around a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and mark these catcher players so that they're going to have a harder time catching the ball if the thrower decides to throw it to them. So I'm going to mark him with this guy because I'm going to use the rest of my field to move up. I can't get this guy back up, unfortunately, because he's stunned, so he'll be down an extra turn. I've got a 2-die block there. Okay, so if you can see all these yellow squares here, yeah, I'm definitely going to turn the announcers off sooner rather than later. They're already interrupting me and making me pissed off. I'm going to move you. Oh, that was a terrible... Okay, so I misclicked there. I didn't realize it was going to take me through some dodge zones. So I require a 4. I have to reroll that. Yeah, okay. So that was a really stupid move on my part. Don't ever do that. And did I get an extra reroll somehow? I think I did because I only used the 1. Because I had 7. But now it still says I have 7. That's really strange. Anyway. So I have this guy, I've got a 2-die block against that thrower there, which is really good. Okay, so this skull is bad. If I pick this, then that means my turn ends, so I don't want to do that. So I'll just push him around a little bit. I'll have him follow up. I freeze this guy to maybe get in there a little bit better. No, maybe, yeah, right there is the best place I can put him. So these yellow squares are the enemy unit's tackle zones, which means if I'm going to be moving through them, as in I were to move this square, which is in the guy's tackle zone, and then move out, I have to dodge out because that zone is being controlled by that unit. The only way I can get around that is by knocking him down, or there are some other things like I have this hypnotic gaze that I can put on him, which basically entrances him. But I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to move my vampire here over this way. Okay, so here we go. He rolled poorly on his bloodlust roll, so I have to end my turn next to a thrall, otherwise things are going to get real bad. So I'm going to move him here. This is already the downside of the vampire team, so I have to end my action, and I have to bite this thrall, which is going to take him down. Oh, I knocked him out. Look at that. Look at that. It's Blood Bowl logic at its finest. So I'm not going to waste my apothecary in getting somebody KO'd. I'd only use it on injuries that might seriously affect the outcome of the game. So this is really awful. This is a terrible, terrible thing. So all I have now are 1 die blocks, which means I have a very high chance to fail. And yeah, I'm going to go right there. I'm going to grab this guy first. Okay, this is actually good, because now this actually means that the guy is going to fall down. And I don't want to follow him because that would cause a dodge roll from this guy. So he's just going to stay there. And then we're going to try some of these 1 die blocks. Okay, yeah. So we had to take a chance just to see if we could do it. And I'm actually okay with doing this at this point because I've made all my relevant moves. However, not a good start for us. Not a good start at all. So yeah, he's just going to... Oh, okay, cool. So he's just going to pass off there. They're going to knock my dude down. Thankfully, he has block, so they just smacked each other. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Yep, Elf bullshit at its finest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is why elves fucking suck to play in this game. They're so good. They're so good at passing and catching the ball. It's ridiculous. Now, you think Topher, that can't be all that difficult. They're cheerleaders, by the way, if you even care. Let's see. This is the Pro Elf team. They have 1 player in reserve. Oh, good. So, they have 1 player in reserve just in case I knock one down. My thrall doesn't get back up, which is really terrible and kind of makes me a little angry, to be honest. Wow. What a terrible game to start off the series with. But that's okay, because the good thing about Blood Bowl is that you can just constantly keep playing and upgrading your players, and then you'll eventually have a better time. Also, the computer trash talks you. So it says, I don't remember selecting easy mode, because they're a bitch, and they just want to rub it in your face if they manage to get a touchdown. Dodging through all of my tackle zones, passing it to a guy who is covered, and then dodging out of his tackle zone to get the touchdown because of, again, elf bullshit. So I'm actually receiving the kickoff this time. So I'm going to move these guys kind of back here in this sort of I formation kind of thing. You know, I know a little bit of football, but not a whole lot. So then they're going to kick the ball to me. Brilliant coaching. I get an extra team roll. This is amazing. I have now more rerolls than I actually need. They scored a 1-turn touchdown, by the way. They scored a 2-turn touchdown. That is really unfortunate. Okay, so the ball is way back here. That was a really excellent kick on their part, and actually a very poor setup on my part. Where's my guard? Is my guard the one who got hurt? I'm going to be a little peeved. It is. Oh, minus my guard thrall. The only thrall who's leveled up so far. Oh, no, it's hemophobia. Oh, there he is. Okay, O minus. Okay, good. That's why this guy is a 2-die block. That makes sense. So I'm going to push him. We're going to follow him up because that marks both these guys, which means he's probably going to get smacked down in the long run. Just going to move him here to get on that guy. I'm also going to move him to get on that guy. We're going to try and do a little bit of smacking here. That's a 1-die block. I can move this guy over to get a 2-die. That's awesome. That's excellent. So he's going to go there, and I'm not going to move him, because then I'm going to use O- to get a 2-die block against this guy. Yeah, you seen how this works? So push, I'm not going to follow up with him. I am going to step up with this guy just to mark those, and I'm going to move this guy there. Now my vampire. What's going to be the best place for him to be right now? I could send him right up the middle, or maybe kind of take out this guy here. And you might be wondering, Topher, why don't you pick up the ball? Well, like I said earlier, picking up the ball is actually rather dangerous. If you fail to pick the ball up, your turn ends. So, I'm saving that because that's a rather risky move. I'm saving that for last. I think we're actually going to go this side of the field. We have more coverage here. So I'm going to grab this guy and knock him away, hopefully. Yes, thank you very much. I'm going to push up. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And I'm actually just going to leave him there because I have a fairly decent cage already set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the ball. Okay, so I rolled a 1 on my Bloodlust, which means unless I re-roll this, he is going to need to end his turn next to a thrall, otherwise he's going to leave the field. And I won't get him back until the next half or until somebody scores, which is really bad, because he's one of my only decent players. So I'm going to re-roll that. Fine, that's great. And he did pick up the ball. Okay, so now you might notice these green squares with dice on them. See, he has a movement allowance of 6, which means he can move up to 6 squares. Fine, and then he can make a roll on these squares to go for it, to, you know, do a little sprinting to get a little bit of extra distance. I think it's only a 2+ roll to make, so we're going to go and do that. Oh, see, I failed. Yep, there we go. That's Blood Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. I've had, just to give you guys an example, I've had games where I've had a player on his own at the end of the field fall over. Oh, that is great. That is excellent for us. This guy tried to dodge out of hemostasis, his tackle zone here, and got himself knocked out. That's awesome. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, this guy needs to get down here and knock that guy out, to be honest. He's got to go. I'm at least going to mark him. I'm at least going to do that. If nothing else, I'm going to mark him. And then I can actually come down here and blitz this guy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I only get 1 blitz per turn, so I do have to be careful about those, but I think that's going to be the only blitz that's going to be useful this turn. So I don't want to follow him. I do want to knock him down, though. Actually, I kind of do want to follow him, because he's not going to be able to get into that cage in time. So he's going to step up and just mark him in case he gets back up. Which he's stunned, so he shouldn't. So, again, this is a risky move, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because I need to get that ball picked up and move down the field. If nothing else, just to cause the elf team some trouble if they try to move forward. So I'm going to try... I might as well leave these guys here, because that's going to be my cage. Yeah. So I'm going to 2-die block on either of these guys as my vampire. So I'm going to knock this guy out. There we go. That's excellent. And I'm not going to follow him because then that should free up a 2-die block. Oh, yep. Excellent. So I knocked him out. So he's going to be out until the next drive. That is amazing. Any of their players that I can knock out is the best. So he is going to follow. Perfect. My only worry is that this guy is not currently marked. So that should be an easy block that I can make there. Here we go. We'll move him up, which frees this guy. Which he's not really going to be able to do much, to to be honest. Oh, but actually, that's going to be perfect. I'm going to move him there to mark this guy because I was worried about him not being marked. And by marked, I just mean that there's a tackle zone around him in case he decides to dodge out, just in case you were curious. So yeah, I have these 2 die red dot means that I'm going to be rolling 2 die, but the fact that it's red means the opponent is going to choose the result, which means if I get a bad result, the opponent is obviously going to choose that. There's not really anything more that I can do on this turn because I'm wanting to use this as my cage for now. I've got to get this guy caught up next turn. So that's the plan. So we'll let the elves go for now. And I'm actually going to turn on positions until everybody is used to it. There we go. So as you see, we've got catchers and blitzers, linemen, throwers. Elf team is a lot more, I guess you can say, ouch. Ouch. That hurt. Fuck, what was I saying? I don't even know anymore. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, the announcers are killing me. Literally. They need to go next game. Yes! That is amazing. That is amazing. So, elf bullshit, not gonna save you there, buddy. So I can get him here pretty safely. And I'm gonna do so. So here we go. So now I'm gonna totally cage up. Which just means... Can I show my own tackle zones? No, I can't. I'm sure there's a keyboard thing for that, and I'm just totally forgetting it, but I should be able to see my own tackle zones. Essentially, now that I have these players here, I have this whole area covered, which means it's going to be very difficult for the elves to get in and attack my guy with the ball and knock it down. I'm going to get him up, so he will mark that guy again. I still have a blitz, but I don't know what exactly is going to be the best option. I think I just smack these guys out. Yeah, I try to get rid of this thrower for sure. Oh, okay, so that's a really bad roll. I have plenty of rerolls though, so no big deal. There we go. Follow him. Yep, there we go. Excellent. That's great. I'm going to move him there to give some backup while we throw this guy down to the ground. So this die is a both down, which means if I hit that, both players go down and it ends my turn, unless I have certain skills. In this case, this character doesn't have that skill, so he's just going to follow him around. I'm trying to free up this spot so I can go right up the middle and just hit daylight there. So I'm going to smack this guy. Again, I'm going to move him, but I'm not going to move away because he is an integral part of the cage. And I'm going to get this guy. I still have a blitz, don't I? So I can try and blitz this guy, but that's really risky. Yeah, I might as well do it because I have one. So I'm going to try and smack this guy as I get up. Okay, not a bad thing, terribly, because it's the last roll that I've made. It's the last action that I have on my turn. And it's going to take us both down. That's actually not bad. I might stun him or injure him. It'll be great. Okay, in this case, not a big deal. They just got smacked down. He'll get right back up next turn. But getting up costs you half your movement. And with an elf team, that's really important to make sure you do to keep up with them. Oh, yeah. So now he got in my face. But they've used their blitz, which means they cannot attack my ball carrier this turn. Which is a-okay, really, because I can outmaneuver them. Well, I can't outmaneuver them. I can outsmack them. That's really my only saving grace in this game, is I can beat the shit out of them. So we're getting close to turn 8, which is the halfway point. If I don't score by then that means I'm going to be getting the ball again because I kicked off to begin with, sort of like American football. The same rules apply there. But... what is the best thing here? I think the best thing is to first throw this 2 die block against this guy. Move him, get him out of the way. And stay there, actually. I think then I use this guy to smack this guy. Because I had the sort of goings on of another cage here with my vampire in tow. So yeah, I'm just going to reshift the cage. I'm going to get just a few squares up the field at least this turn. So I can go for the 1 die block here. I do have rerolls. That might not be a terrible thing to do. I'd rather save my rerolls for a Bloodlust, though, to be honest. That's a 1 die block. That's a 2 die block. I can definitely get that guy out of the way, but I'd rather not just yet. I'd rather do that next turn, get him up the field, and maybe make a pass. It's going to be rough. Just all 1 die blocks for all of equal strength on these teams. So what I'm going to do, in order to make a tackle and move my ball carrier at the same time, I'm actually going to do this as a blitz action. Because that allows me to still move after I make my block. Gives me a 2 die block there. See, I got a 1 on the Bloodlust. I'd rather re-roll that. That is amazing. That is excellent. No, don't follow him. That's awesome. So we're going to go there. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and smack this guy down while I have the chance. That's perfect. I'm not going to follow to keep the cage up. Okay, so take the catcher down, hopefully. No, just a push, that's fine. Push him out of the way, follow up with him. Keep him marked just in case they manage to get the ball. Oh, there's another squishy catcher here. I'm going to try and smack him around. That's actually kind of terrible. That was actually a really bad move on my part. That part of the cage is going to be down. That's okay, my vampires are pretty good. He's got block, I believe. So if we get both down, then it may just be a neutral smacking. Oh no, that's my passing vampire. He's got leader. A single leader reroll and add it to their team rerolls. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's why I got that extra reroll, because of the leader. Now, okay. Alright. So they've knocked out one of my vampires, which means he's going to be off the field regardless of what I do. He should be able to get up because he has regeneration, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I'm not going to waste an apothecary on it. Wow, that is really, really terrible, actually. I think my best option here oh, he's got sidestep, of course he does. Yeah, follow him up, please. I can definitely get a 2 die against this guy because of my vampire. I'm going to have to. I need to get somebody in there to make up that cage again. Okay, so normally this would knock the person down, but unfortunately he has dodge, which means this is just going to push him around a little bit. So I am going to follow. We're in a really tight spot right now, to be honest with you. And we're getting really, really terrible. Oh, he's got sidestep. No, don't follow him. We're just going to have to smack him down with this guy and hopefully... It's terrible. I need to get this guy out of here. Oh, yes, reroll that, please. He's just going to sidestep again. Oh, God, that's annoying. I'm getting really awful rolls this time around, guys. Okay, we're going to knock him down. Follow up. Get him closer to the action. And we're going to move him there to mark him. And that's all I can do. Try to do some dodging and fail, please. That would be the best thing in the world. That's not going to do it. Oh, so he's trying to attack me, which means I get to do this which is not good because then they can attack me there. What? Why does... Oh, they had strip ball, didn't they? Okay, so he's going to try and pass it to this lineman, which unfortunately actually does have... Oh, he doesn't have. He's trying to get it there. So I'm going to attempt interception with O-. He failed. But his catch failed, which is good, because that ends their turn. Jesus Christ, this is a clusterfuck of a game. Okay. First things first. God, first things first, there's not really much I can do. First things first. Get you there. And you here. I'm going to have to pick the ball up with a thrall, which is going to be real bad. My rolls are shit. They really are. So if I can just get him away from the ball. Can I free up anybody else to go help? The answer is unfortunately no. I need to get the splitzer down. Yes, finally. Where were you like 10 minutes ago? Get a 1 die there. Why is this a 2 die? I don't get it. I really don't. So I think we smack this guy out of the way. Oh, that's why it's a 2 die. Because that guy's in the way. That guy's grabbing this guy, so it's not allowing him to assist. Yes, follow, so you can be in range to do some more. Get rid of this thrower. No. That is going to free him up to move around, but that's okay, because he's a long way from the ball. Now I'm going to try and smack this guy, because he's kind of dangerous, to be honest. I'm just going to push him back up the field and follow him up. Oh, man, and I've got a 1 die block against this lineman here, and it's a skull. I might as well re-roll it, because I don't have much more to go, and it's a both down. But I did badly hurt him, which is going to give the thrall actually some experience points, so that was really good for us. And it also means that player's not going to be in the game any longer. So they're going to do a blitz here. And he falls down. What luck. Nuffle has blessed me in this case. Oh my lord, this is absolutely the worst. So I don't actually want you picking up the ball. I just want you going here to protect it. Yes. We're going to take the 2 die block. We can gang up on the thrower afterwards. Not great because of dodge. Opens up a 1 die. First of all, get you up. Secondly, move him out of the way. He doesn't have dodge. That's excellent. So he's going down. Oh, he is badly hurt. That's more SPP for Abby minus. That is awesome. Nice work. Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't realize that this is the final turn. So thankfully they can't score, but I can't really do anything either. So what can I do in this case? But throw this 1 die block. I can move him here. So in the cases like this, where there's 1 turn left, there's no possible way to score whatsoever, you just smack people. That's all you do. Just knock them around a bit. I'm kind of okay with that. Because these guys can still move, but they're not going to be able to do anything. So I'm actually going to take this. That's going to be A-okay. So that's going to be the half. That is the halftime. What a terrible game so far. So the elves are up on me by 1. Only one of their knocked out players gets back up, but they have some spares, so it's going to be okay. Unfortunately, they're still going to have their full roster. My vampire gets up, which is excellent news. Still have a thrall down, though, which is not excellent news. Okay, so we are receiving the kickoff. This time I'm going to move these guys slightly back, about 2 squares. Like that. Now, thankfully, I'm only missing 1 player right now, which isn't as awful as it could be. I do get an extra team roll, so now I have 9. I have more rerolls. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, so when the ball goes out of the bounds, I can just give it to a player. So, I need names. Count Chocula, yes, you get the ball, because you have block. You're going to be a bit harder to take down. That is amazing. Now the question becomes, where do I want to go with the ball? And I think the answer is the left side. So we're going to go ahead and move him, because that's a nice, simple move. Okay, we're going to try and move him, and hopefully not... Okay, we're good. We're good. They both rolled a 3. It's a little close for comfort, to be honest. The O- here has got the guard, which means this guy should get a 2-die block. And he does, and it sucks, and go fucking figure. Story of my life, this game. Should get a 2-die block on this guy, because of O-, because he's an MVP. I don't want to follow him up in this case. Did I knock him out? No, he's just stunned. We're going to knock him down. We are going to follow him up. And I'm going to mark this guy with this player. This is great. This is actually pretty damn decent. So I'm going to move him up to mark him. And I'm going to move him up just to assist with these 2 guys here. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep these guys exactly where they are, and we're just gonna start marching down the field. So I'm definitely thinking there's going to be a draw this time around. Although I don't know what that's gonna do as far as the playoff goes. We may go into overtime or something. That is awesome. A positive, you're amazing right now. Good job. So that means we can smack this guy. We can actually get a pretty decent length up the field this time around. Yeah, this is going to be excellent for us. Okay. Which is good, because if we expect to actually win, we need to score twice. I can get him there. Can I get him there? I can. Yeah, okay, that's what we do. We get there. I'm going to go ahead and move him. Okay, I got the 1 on the Bloodlust. I am going to re-roll that. So they literally just said this like 5 minutes ago. It's pretty terrible, quite honestly. Okay, he's fine on the Bloodlust roll. Alucard has been great, Bloodlust-wise, this round. It's been pretty fantastic. I'm going to get him up. I think really the best place to do is go there with him, and then go here on this guy. This guy can make it over there, but I'm not worried about it, because he's just alignment with dodge. However, these guys... if they get a hold of the ball, it's going to be real bad if they manage to knock it out of my hand. So I'm going to play it safe on that account. I should have gone for the 1-die block against this guy, to be honest with you, but that's okay. Alright, so yeah, he just dodged out of the way there. That's fine. And they just move. Unfortunately, I can't score this turn. Although, technically, I could. Because my thrall could... Oh, man, that's going to be rough. Never mind. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we have pretty much an open field in front of us. This is pretty damn good. I'm going to play it safe, though, and post up just before. Move him there. So this is really good. I have plenty of thralls here to bite in case I fail the roll. I did not. This might be interesting. We'll come back to this, hopefully, if we get the opportunity. This is actually really good, because this guy can get almost there. So I'm going to move him there. This is going to be a nice, quick turn. Or a nice, quick score for me, I think. Alright, so what's the play here? What's the play here? I think we go here to get a 2-die on this guy. Right, but he's got guard. Both down. In this case, I want to re-roll that. And we got the same result. That's Blood Bowl. So I've wide open here, which is not terrible, because they're going to have to use a blitz to do that, and I have those thralls to back me up in this case. So he managed to get through. And here comes the bullshit. Oh, they managed to smack this guy around, which is fine, actually. Go for it, roll. Yep, they said this before. Ignore them. Oh, did they just foul me? I'm pretty sure they just fouled me, or something. Yeah, they fouled me and they didn't get sent off for it. I'm a little peeved, quite honestly. Now, where's the fair play in Blood Bowl? It doesn't make any sense. Gonna move him there. That's a 1-die block. Yeah, I need this to be okay. This is awful. Actually, that's okay. Follow him up, because that pushes him out of the way. That's pretty excellent, actually. I got a 1-die block there. Alternatively, I could give it to this thrall and just have the thrall score. Quite honestly. This is a terrible idea, but I'm all for it. Oh, he got Bloodlust. That's fine, actually. Oh, it's a 4+ to give him the ball. Alright, so this is... I don't have my reroll because I already used it. So here's the thing. Before I score, I have to chomp on a thrall. So I think the only option I have is to try and dodge out here. I have to end the action, and this guy has to get bitten. And he's KO'd. This is terrible, quite honestly. It really is. Get this guy up. He'll do nothing but at least mark these two guys. That's pretty bad. Oh, yes, I knocked him out. So I did what's called surfing, which is basically knocking a player into the crowd. And since the crowd of, Blood Bowl fans are just as bloodthirsty as the players on the pitch, that they will beat the shit out of anybody who gets knocked out of bounds. So that was actually really good for us. It didn't hurt him in any way, But it does take him out until the next drive. Which should hopefully be soon. If I can just get in the damn end zone, this would be good. This is all up to the dice at this point. There's not really much I can do. That's fine. I'll take it. Again, that's fine. They can't do anything. So here's the thing. The only problem that I'm going to have... Actually, no. It's going to be fine. Because what I'll do is this guy isn't currently marked. So he's got to blitz this guy to open it up for Count Chocula. And Count Chocula has to do well on the Bloodlust roll. So these guys are just getting smacked around here, not really a whole lot of exciting things happening. Wow, yeah, this is a thing, this game. I think I might bring this down to a draw, but I'm not really confident in winning this. Yeah, I've got to blitz this guy, because if he fails the roll, I can re-roll it. Yeah, I think this is the best move. This is the safest move. Can I push him directly out of the end zone? I can. He's badly hurt, which is going to give him some experience. Because he got surfed. And he got beaten down. Oh, he got a fractured skull. He loses 1 point in armor value. That is really good. For us, we're never really going to play this team again, but that would be really bad for that team if they were playing like a multiplayer league or something. Okay, so I can score this turn regardless, because I have this guy to bite if everything fails. I still have... Really? Okay, well, I think I just score this turn. There's really nothing else I can do. I would like to hold it as much as possible, because the elves are bullshit and they can get a touchdown in one turn and still win the game. But I think I just have to run this in for the touchdown. Okay, so they've got 2 people injured, 1 person knocked out who is not getting back up, 1 person in reserve. That's good. That means I think they're going to be down by 2 people because they had an extra. 1 of my knocked out thralls gets up. The other one is still napping. So I am in the exact same boat that I was before. I'm still down a player. Beginner's luck. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. God, that was a fight. Okay. Gonna move these guys up. Actually, it may be more helpful to keep them back. Reason being, those damn catchers. I can't let them get the ball. Because if they get the ball back here, then they will score. So let's actually move you... Oh, sorry. Let's move you guys 1 back. And we'll accept. I would like to get the ball as far back as possible. Oh, cheering fans. So, unfortunately, they get an extra reroll, which is fine. That is a pretty good kick. I'm pretty happy with that. And they immediately fail their turn. This is great for us. We have to capitalize on this. We need to get back there as soon as possible. I didn't actually read that. It said something about the game being tied. It will go into overtime. I want you to go there and smack him. He's got dodge. That's fine. Push him. And follow up. Keep him marked. Mark this guy. Smack this guy. Don't follow up. Mark this guy. Mark this guy and at least kind of get in this guy's way. Because then I'm going to do this and mark both of them. A vampire's going straight up the field. Oh, we got a bloodlust roll. Yeah, I have rerolls to spare. We're fine. Gonna move him there. I'm gonna smack this guy. I'm actually okay with this. Because they're both stunned. They're both gonna be down for 2 turns. Okay, so they did manage to pick up the ball, which is kind of awful. I'm not going to be able to get to them in turn. That is excellent. That is excellent. Plasma with the plays right there. I'm almost debating doing a going for it roll. Yeah, I want this guy actually to move up. I want O- to move up the field. Follow him up. I can actually blitz that. Can I get this guy in range? I can. Still a 1 die. Oh no, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity. Wait, can I not? I don't know why I can't use my hypnotic gaze. This guy's got to get in the action. Yeah, reroll that, please. Oh, he's still got Bloodlust. That's kind of okay, because B- is going to be there. And I can Hypnotic Gaze that guy. Bite this guy. And bam, I've got the... So, in case you were curious as to what happened there exactly, oh, this has got to be a both down. I've got to take him down. I got to get the ball out of his hands. Okay, so what Hypnotic Gaze does is it negates all of his tackle zones. So he's hypnotized by this guy, so I just run right by him, no big deal. But because this guy has dodge, he has to go down. So I am A-okay with this. That is lovely. That's more than I could ask for. And they could still pick it up and move the ball, unfortunately, because they're elves, and elves, again, are bullshit. But they're going to have to dodge. Okay, so no, they're not going to be able to pick up the ball this turn. Oh, unless they can. Oh, unless they can. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. This is why elves are so dangerous. I have nobody back here to do anything. Now I could get to the ball. And in fact, I think I have to. I have to try and make this go for it roll. Ugh. Yeah, re-roll it and hope for the best on the 2+ go for it. Made it. Made it. Okay. Get up and I blitz this guy. I get him out of the way. And he moves there. This guy gets right around there. while we're up here, I might as well keep these guys busy. Smack them around a bit. Dodge. Not going to do anything. Follow up. I'm going to smack this guy to free my vampire up. Follow. Now where can I get him just in case he fails this roll? It's got to be there. Let's try and get him down here unless he fails. Okay, good. We're going to be A-okay. In fact, I think I try to make this go for it roll. Yep. I will be furious if they manage to pick the ball up somehow. They can't. There's no way. And just smack my vampire around a bit. I managed to just move around. Freed up this guy for some odd reason. Okay, they knocked down Hemorrhage. The match has to have a winner, so it's the start of extra time. Okay, here we go. Because it's playoffs, someone has to win. So what's the plan here? What is the best move to make? I think we definitely have to smack this guy out of the way, unfortunately. I'd rather not. I think we move this guy here, just to get closer on that guy. I'm just outnumbered down here right now, which is really unfortunate. I gotta keep my vampire on him. He's too valuable right now. So we smack this guy out of the way. That is excellent. That frees up 2 guys. I gotta get him close. Gotta get him close. So who are the important players that need to go? It's obviously this guy and the catcher. I mean, they're all dangerous because they're elves. This guy's got to go. No. Just push him away. That's fine. How does this not give us... Need to get him in there. This should give us at least a 1-die block. He's going to sidestep. No, don't follow him. We're going to smack this guy. Okay. What are the elves going to do? And move me out of the way. Okay, guard. That's bad. That's real bad. Because this guy can just pick up the ball. Oh, okay. So he fouled and got sent off, but that guy's not really doing anything anyway, so... Man, this is not an ideal scenario by any means. That guy... Oh, my vampire is stunned. I'm going to have to take a lot of risks here. A lot of risks. How is this only... Okay, because that guy... Do I go for the 1-die blitz? No, because it might pop the ball out and free it. and get over to this guy. I honestly think the best opportunity is going to be to smack this guy. How is that? Well, I can get him there and smack him with this guy. I think we try to free the vampire up for the blitz. No. It is a massive scrum for the ball right now. Oh. Give me a good reroll game. Ah. No, this is excellent. Okay, so normally this would take us both down, but because I have block, that negates it taking it down on me. So this guy's got to go. He's down. So here's the thing. I've already used a reroll, but I could at least attempt try to get it downfield a little bit and regroup. I think that's what I have to do. Oh, because he blitzed, he can't. And now I've just moved myself out of the way of anything. Just get up. Just get up, because I need somewhere for this guy to run. Thankfully, a lot of this is nailed down, to be honest. We might be okay. Again, it's all up to the dice at this point. It's been a crazy ride, but we'll see how it goes. Yep, that's about what I expected. Okay, that guy going down, not great. Yep. Here comes the blitz. It's a 2-die red for them. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid elf bitch. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think we get this guy out of the way. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, but I think we get him up to do nothing else but just stand there and take up space, unfortunately. That's great. We definitely need to get him out of the way because he's got strip ball. So he needs to go. This guy can get the blitz on this guy. But, you know, that's fine. Follow up. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have to give me some more defense over here. That's alright. Have I rerolled this turn? I don't think I have. Now I could give the ball to the thrall and win the game here. Before I do, is there any other move that I kind of want to make? I think I just want to win the game. I think it just needs to end. This needs to end it. Can this guy move? He can barely move. I want to give it to this guy. Is a 2+. He requires a 4 to catch it. I do want to reroll that. What a play. That's a touchdown. That should be game. I think we may have to play the other 2 turns. Yes, the thrall has scored a touchdown. It's unprecedented on a vampire team. So there are 3 guys down. Their knocked out player gets up. So I think that still leaves them down 2 players. And I'm still down 1. So I'm actually ahead, player-wise. But they have the better players. So we'll see where that brings us. Okay, wow. So the name of the game here is just defense. I have 1 reload left, and I have 1 turn left. Okay. I need this kick to go deep. Oh, there's a riot. And the referee moves the clock back for a turn. So they actually have some extra time, and the ball's right there. That is great for them, and terrible for us. And he runs backwards with the ball. This is going to be an interesting finale to the game. Let me think about this for a second. So this guy ran back for some reason. I don't understand why, considering he has to score down here. I can potentially get to him this turn. I have a reroll left. I can't block him because it's too far. I think I get in range. And I think this guy moves up to occupy that space right there. They didn't move any catchers into the backfield. And this guy just helps out here. And these guys get up. This guy smacks this guy. Beautiful. I can get 2 dies on any one of these guys here that I want. I think I come from this end and I get rid of this catcher. And I follow up. Wonderful. And this guy can't do anything. Yep, he's gonna... Okay. So they're not getting rid of the ball this turn. We have to be very careful because they absolutely can score this next turn. Although it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to. Okay, that vampire going down is unfortunate. That really sucks. Okay. Okay. What's the play here, man? What's the play? This guy gets up. That gives us a 2 die. For sure. But who do I want to throw it? I think I throw it with this guy and free that guy up. Oh. Ugh. That's real bad. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. I failed on the hypnotic gaze. So I just smack this guy. I can't do anything. I think I'd go for the 1 die. Okay. I follow him up. I push him 1 square back. I hopefully get in his face with this guy. I do, but not for any good effect, unfortunately. Maybe this guy. Again, not really any great effect. Do you want to make a move action instead of... I do want to make a move action. Here's the action. We dodge out. We get in there with the vampire. And we bite this dude. Sorry, Plasma. My vampire got knocked out. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels real bad. I don't think they can score this turn. I think we have it in the bag, but holy crap, that could have been a lot closer. Yeah, there he goes. He's going to make it most of the way, but not far enough. Yes! Let's go, Steak and Bake. Nice work, team. Nice work all around. I'm going to go ahead and skip the cinematic because it's just a view of the arena, really. We'll get to the interesting stuff. So, wow, what a game to win. I won 70,000 as well. I don't want to re-roll that. That's amazing. I also get 1 more fan factor. So I actually had 9, and then I lost the last game, so it put me back down to 8. And now I'm back to 9, so everything's a-okay. Who was the MVP of these guys? It was this guy. So, one thing to note is MVPs are chosen completely at random. It doesn't matter what performance they had in the game. Yeah, so Hemostasis didn't really do anything that round, and he got MVP, which means he's going to get 3 SPP, so he's going to be halfway to level 1, which is actually pretty decent. I would have preferred it to go to one of my vampires, but they are already level 2, so I'm kind of okay with it. Match rating 14 out of 20 with 27,000 spectators. Our team statistics, we had 1 MVP, of course, 1 touchdown. We actually had 2 touchdowns. I don't know why it only says 1. Interesting. Anyway, we had 4 tackles, 3 knockouts, 2 casualties, and we sustained 3 knockouts. But no deaths or casualties sustained. Meanwhile, we caused 4 casualties on their end. So all in all, pretty decent game. Pretty decent game. Could have gone way better, to be honest, but that's okay. So we're going to go next. And there we go. We're up to 130,000 gold in the treasury, which we might want to buy some more thralls, to be honest with you. Just a few. And then the next game is up against the human team, which I managed to beat 2-0 in the qualifiers. How did they do against the Underworld? They went 3-1 against the Underworld. Holy crap. So they actually managed to score 3 times. That's pretty damn good. Humans are a really good team. They're a lot like elves in a way, where they kind of have that little bit of bullshit where they can throw the ball really well. But they're also a little bit more bashy than the elves are. They even have an ogre, which is going to cause us some grief. Best thing to do with the ogre in this case is just keep 1 dispensable thrall on him at all times, and just move around him and don't attack him at all. Don't bother with him. Just leave him alone. He'll do his thing. But yeah, well done, team. We are up one game in this as far as the series goes. We're in the second round of the playoffs, the finals. So next time when we come back, we will play that finals game against the humans and hopefully emerge victorious. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like and comment in the video description below. We're a brand new channel. Well, not brand new, but we're starting out. We're trying to get some dedicated viewers and things like that. So if you like what you see, let me know. If you don't like what you see, let me know too. We want to see that thing. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. This has been Topher from PLink. Catch you later.